Right? Those who get it, get it. Those who don't. Those who that don't want to, ain't. You can't make people care about the big picture in the world and what this is turning into. Like the disclosure is also deception, and when we really look at it, this society and the world, and who really have the influence. You know what I mean? It ain't who you think, right? Who you think is in power is not in power. And they talking about the aliens and all of that. We have aliens amongst us now. We have people who are aliens, and aliens aren't aliens. Like they more like demons. There's different types of aliens. You have man, the reptilians. You have the tall ones. I don't know all the name of all of them. But the aliens exist, and the aliens that exist, right? They are responsible. They are way more smarter than human beings. So aliens do exist, and how they benefit it, well, they do shit to benefit humanity as a whole because they hate humanity as a whole. These people, the aliens, right? The hybrid people, the aliens, they responsible for doing all the research and are doing shit actively for all these years to destroy humanity, right? Put shit in the food, put shit in the water, data centers, and creating all this. These are the aliens. These are the demons, right? And their goal is to keep the frequency down in America, right? Keep the frequency down. And what is a high frequency? Is high frequency is having a purpose, fulfillment in life, right? Being happy and having fun. And you look at over the years how society started, they didn't have fun back in the day. There was no fun. It was just survival. That's what it's all was about. And you had people trying to control that over others. They trying to go back to that, right? And these aliens, back to the aliens, these aliens, they feed off that, right? We sold out to aliens, right? So they are demons, and they not up there, they down there. The real demons is up under us. There's a society up under us. There's places that we can't go because the military protect us, and they sign paperwork where they can't even talk about this. But they sold us out, right? We feed them people, right? We feed them sacrifices, right? This is our job. These aliens, aka the demons and the people who rich and own these companies, and but they more smart, right? So they help us with technology, with all the advancement in technology and the aircrafts, and they help the military, and they give people positions in government and stuff, and they keep it a secret. So they sold out for technology, right? Technology to help them steal and be evil. But what they don't know is they being pimped because the real people who run shit, these secret societies are full of these demons, aka aliens. So they got tunnels and shit where they sex traffic, they kill people down there, they clone people, they do all types of shit, right? And the people that's supposed to help us, they play for their side. They keep that a secret. The human trafficking, they support that, right? Because they sold out in humanity. Because in order for these aliens and demons to exist, they need people to feed off of, right? Like the AI shit. They are trying shit, experimenting on people, and the government is feeding them people. The government is targeting people and helping them out. So the government is feeding them people. So that's how they got me, right, and messed my life up because I had good energy, right? Because they seek out, it's a reptilian, it's like a hierarchy, and they want the person who got the best energy, right? A good source of energy. somebody who's trying to do something, somebody who good at something, somebody who got goals, somebody that's frequency is high, even when you don't have as much. You having fun, you have the right people in your circle, you fulfilled in life, right? I never was like, oh, I want to be this person. I want what this person got. I want 1,000 friends, but I still remember living my life as if I have all that. And you have demons and devils that can sense that, and they hate you being that way because they can't have it. But like I said, back to what I was saying, the government is ran by, the government don't really have control. They just put in place to look like they got control. The real people are underground, and we feed them people. Like you had Diddy's, you had people like that. Like in order to get that type of bread and money, you have to constant sacrifice to the devil. You got to keep sacrificing, and that's how some of these people did. But then they also have to sacrifice themselves, right, by going to prison, right, by going to prison, right. They sacrifice themselves. It's like they got to go through stuff, and they got to feed the beast people. And when he get out of jail, he gonna cash in on his sacrifice. He gonna make a lot more money. This was just a ritual for him, right? Because he a part of some cult. He a part of something, right? They all are a part of something. And they use people as sacrifices, and they reward them. Because see, they feed off low frequency. So you go back in the days, the people didn't have fun, right? People was survival. It was no fun on earth. No movies, no music, no none of that. They weren't having fun. And there was the people, so who you think started all the trying to conquer? This planet is not ours. These beings, these demons, they can live for thousands of years and they survive, right? We give them life, like feeding off children, right? Drinking blood of people. You know what I mean? They live off that. So a long, long, long time ago, we encountered them and we made a deal with them. And now they stay alive and they make us feel like we got power, but really we working for them. We working for them. So there's gonna be more babies dying, kids dying, because they feeding the beast, right? To get what they want, right? They get the money, they get fake power that really ain't theirs, and they might let certain groups of people feel superior by giving them, allowing them to do stuff, because a lot of people are backed up by, right? So you see people doing all this shit, this evil shit, that's because they backed up. So there's one major group that support all the, like it's a secret society, and like they support the Ku Klux Klan. That's why the Klan can feel like they in power, but behind them is the demons, the aliens that fund them. That is the other secret society. That's the hierarchy. The Klan and them ain't shit compared to them. They fund the Klan. But like I say, they all feed the beast that's paying them. They feed the beast. So I was made a sacrifice. And like I say, my kidneys, I've been poisoned and shit. I'm slowly dying. And they gonna cash in, right? They waiting to cash in their money. So a lot of people have something to gain by my destruction. And that's what they doing, right? And they trying to buy time and keep you in the fucked up situation and keep you there while slowly kill you, right? And then they hoping to, push you into drinking more, push you into that, and then they could poison you. So they want to take you out. That's the ultimate goal, right? That's the ultimate goal. That's why they've been doing the same shit every month, all across the board, they do the same shit. You know what I mean? But they feed off us like we feed them, they feed us. So with all the advances, even in airplanes, everything technology and everything, every advancement don't come from us for the most part. You know what I mean? These are aliens are more smart, right? And it's different aliens, right? It's fallen angels, and they up under us. So they down there. That's why there's all these hidden tunnels and shit. And so that's why the kids, this child trafficking ring, and a lot of people are indirectly supporting it because if you become so big, right? If you get $1 billion, and some people who work for it, like sports people who own sports teams, but other people, if you have to do shit that's unredeemable, right? Like, you know, we all sin, right? Certain shit you could just be like, hey, okay, bad boy. No pun intended. But certain shit, like, they be like, yeah, I want you to kill this kid. And, no, first, man, we go rape this kid and stick some objects up in them and torture them. And they make them do that, or they agree to do it for money. So you got to do something that the average person that has some type of humanity in them is gonna feel fucked up. That's something that if I know I did that, I couldn't fucking live with myself, right? I wouldn't do that for, I don't care how much you offer me. So people like me is hated because of that. And so they get a lot of these men artists, these men entertainers to do the unredeemable shit, right? Something that'll bother you if you're a normal person that, you know, in order to do that and not feel and continue to do it. So certain people, they've been in the entertainment industry for 30 years and they've been constantly doing that, setting people up. They directly, you know, responsible for all these deaths from people close to them. Because it's a constant sacrifice, right? They was groomed. They earned a lot of money given to them because of that. And I'm just another sacrifice. So what they trying to do is trying to, you know, keep me in a loop. And that's the whole goal, right? And there's a lot of people who benefit in the process, right? But then after the job is done, then that's when the big payouts come, right? They have policies on people that you don't know, like you might not know. Man, you have to check your name. You might have insurance policy. So people in your city probably stand to gain something off your demise. And then the main people in the music business, the industry. So people made me a sacrifice by, okay, feeding you to the devil, right? Letting the devil be able to feed off you, right? They use it in the AI, right? Technology that they, you know, the mark of the beast. So, you know, you go to the doctor or something, you go somewhere, and you trust the doctor, the medical people to do the right thing, and they put a nano chip in you, right? And with that, that nano chip could do a lot of damage to you, right? It could do shit to you, remember, in your sleep. They could do shit to you, right? Like, they do a lot of MK Ultra and shit like that. And that's what they do. But they feed off that, so they got to do it every day. Or, you know what I mean? It's just something that people are dirty, people are sellouts. And soon all the selling out that we do, we ain't gonna be able to buy it back. We ain't gonna be able to buy society back. Because so the people think it's sweet because it ain't them, but then once it happens, and then we go see. But that's it. That's all.